What's up guys, today will be a video of me showing my invested build towards Icicle mines. So before I show you some clip of my gameplay, this is my current character, 6-link tremor rod with a chest piece that is high in energy shield and HP and max rest. So we are running sneak pit as well. So we managed to hit nearly about 7k HP, and if you want to invest more, I can hit 7k plus, and we still have an empty jewel slot, so 7k 7000 plus effective HP basically. So this is a clip of me fighting Uber no, not Uber Elder, just normal Elder. Damage is good. This is after I upgraded to a 6-link tremor rod and the chest piece, but the HP in this clip is only 6700 effective HP, and I was like level 80 plus, 89 or 88, something like that. But you can see the damage is a lot, and it's fairly tanky, right? So I'm fighting Elder, so you have to destroy the portal and protect Shaper during this phase. At the end of the video, at the end of this clip, right, you're gonna see something really sad, right? But we can watch this clip together. So a lot of damage, we destroy the portals really fast. But one thing problem with this build is the detonation sequence. It often breaks, so sometimes it affects the DPS quite a bit because we need the detonation sequence for more damage, but sometimes it just breaks off randomly. But other than that, we are doing a lot of damage, and during boss fight you really need the detonation sequence for a lot of damage. But sometimes it just breaks off and the damage is not as good as you want it to be, but still a lot of damage. So with this build, currently I have been streaming. I'm able to clear tier 14s easily. All bosses die within like 3 seconds, 2 seconds, depends on how and whether the detonation sequence break. I'm very tanky, I haven't died yet. I didn't try tier 15 or 16 because I didn't get any of those maps, but up to tier 14 with a lot of mods, I'm still able to clear them really easily. You can see I even burst down Elder in this video, but my game was freezing like crazy, so I wasn't able to hide in the Zana shield, and I got killed by the Elder AoE attack. But most of the time, if you don't have any lag, you should be able to kill him, then hide under Zana shield and you won't die. That attack is almost guaranteed to kill you if you don't hide underneath Zana shield, but my game was lagging, so otherwise it will be a deathless Elder. Elder in general is a very easy boss, so no problem. So this one I'm gonna show you a mastermind. I'm fighting mastermind of the syndicate. Level area is 83, so this boss can be quite tough at a higher level, right? Because she has a lot of mechanics and she deals a lot of damage. All those volatile skeletons and the syndicate she summons and the totem damage. I actually died once during this fight, and I forgot why. I think I got something happened, but you can see we deal a lot of damage. We kill the syndicate very fast and very tanky. In normal situations you won't die with this build, but I forgot what happened, but I did die once, but I came back and killed her. So I almost died here as well, because I stand at her attacks, right? So just letting the totem suck my HP, then it will die. Then you make sure you run off and not stay in the same area, otherwise the Legion is gonna hit you. So her attacks are fairly slow and she shows a lot of effect before it attacks you, so you should be able to dodge them, and you have a lot of HP, so should be no problem. So you can see our damage is pretty high, but it's kind of laggy, but so we just walk around. So this build, the play style is quite unique, not everyone will like it. I decided to invest both on energy shield and HP. If you're curious about the base template of this build, you can watch the video I previously released. It's about the Icicle Mines build, which is the same thing, but this video is just me investing more into the build. The previous video is just like not much investment, right? I bought a couple of cheap gear with tabula, but now I bought a 6-link tremor rod for 3 exalt, and the chest piece I got a 500 energy shield chest piece with 100 HP for 30k also. It's a very cheap item that I bought. So in general, about 3 exalt plus, still very cheap for a high damage and tanky endgame build, right? So how is the build currently? I'll say it's doing really well, so I'm gonna stop here. I'm gonna show you some mid-tier maps, right? So this is me doing so I have been doing the black map. It's really intense, so I'm gonna show you. We do a lot of damage, of course. The tremor rod helps a lot with the +2 level. It's like an empower support, and basically you get the blast chain mine. Of course, the blast chain mine, you get reduced damage for your skill, but if you get consecutive detonation, you gotta do way more damage. But the thing is, the detonation sequence frequently breaks off, and sometimes I don't think it's a good thing to have blast mine support, but luckily it's only level 10. And I mean, a boss fight you can easily get detonation sequence, but once in a while the thing will break off like randomly, right? But still you can see we are doing a lot of damage, and this is the black map. Only tier 4, running some tier 4, but I got pretty good loot from here. Okay, so I'm just gonna pause it and go to the actual game. So here is the gear. The length of the skills are around the same. You could definitely change to pyroclast mines if you want. And you can see pyroclast mine, you can go for a lot of effects. If you manage to get all the detonation sequence, you're gonna get a fucking load of projectiles. You see that? So, but we can change back to our Icicle mines because we are running snake pit, right? Snake pit is good for Icicle mines. If you intend to use pyroclast mines, remember to change out your snake pit for better optimization, because snake pits only really works well with Icicle mines, right? Because Icicle mines has the projectile, so you can bounce off other guys. But if you're intending to use pyroclast mines, you don't really need snake pit because it won't chain. But you can change things around here and there. But mainly you are running hybrid energy shield HP, and I gotten all my uber lag ascendancy. I've got born in a shadow. This helps a lot. So you can blind enemies, and you just get general trap damage and speed, but mainly this one, the blind, is really good and useful for survivability. We got a jewel socket. We got 2 jewel sockets now. This one is empty. I'm gonna buy a jewel soon. So with this one, we got a 6% HP crit multiplier and increased damage. Roughly you wanna get things around the same. If it's possible, you can get like mine throwing speed or mine damage, but you want crit multiplier and life in general. You don't have to follow similar skill tree. If you don't intend to run energy shield, you can just go for HP, right? You can drop the energy shield, but I feel like it's easy to get both energy shield and HP because they are so close nearby. And if you intend to use oil to craft on your items, you could grab more damage like counterweight, which gives you more crit multiplier and more crit chance when you're using a staff, which we are using a tremor rod staff. Or you can, if you have more budget, you can go for constitution, which has 2 golden oil and 1 sugar oil, which is very expensive. But if you manage to get this one, you're gonna get a lot of HP. You could even go for other things that are slightly cheaper, like Purity or Flash or HP. There's a couple of good ones that are HP based, like Herbalism I think is pretty good. Thick Skin is not bad. Some of them are really cheap. You can go for Icicle, which is crit multiplier 30%. If you intend to really invest more, I think Herbalism is pretty good, but it's kind of expensive because of silver oil and complexant oil. You can of course go for something else, like depends on really what you want. We are not running evasion, so you don't really have to take evasion. Basically, if you wanna craft oil onto your items, HP or crit damage is good. If you feel like you have enough survivability, one more damage, I think counterweight is pretty good. If you didn't grab Throat Seeker, you can go for Throat Seeker, but Throat Seeker is kinda expensive, while counterweight is still okay, but it has one silver oil. HP Priority of Flash is okay, so there's a couple you can grab, right? Like HP, what are the life notes you can get? Let's say Priority of Flash, Constitution I think is the best, but it's the more expensive one. Heart of the Warrior, wow, 10% plus 20. If you manage to get a lot of currency and really want to invest a lot, you can go for all this, like Constitution plus Heart of Warrior. You're gonna get a ton of HP, and you probably want to change your skill tree and not grab so much Energy Shield because you're getting so much HP, right? So roughly you can use this as a base template, and we are doing a lot of damage. Path of Building doesn't actually show our damage properly because our projectile, there's so much projectile, and each projectile when it crit, and then each subsequent detonation sequence will get more projectile, and basically there's a lot of calculation, and we are using Inspiration, which is so strong to gain crit chance and damage with no real downside. The downside is that when you spend a lot of mana for that skill, you're gonna lose the charge, but you're gonna use it a lot, then it loses the charge. Then after that, when you use it again, you're gonna gain back the charge. So Inspiration doesn't really have a downside to it, it's so strong. So you can use this as a rough template. I'm using Chaos Golem, very good damage mitigation, and I'm running Immortal Core with cast rate damage taken and Steel Skin and cast rate damage taken. I would want increased duration, but it's hard to get another raid socket, so I just run with these two. If I really want to optimize it, I would try and get like 3 raid with like, or maybe 4 raid and put Steel Skin, Immortal Core with increased duration and all this kind of stuff, right? And probably like Chaos Golem, increased HP and all this kind. I'm using Flame Dash, and Withering Step is kinda okay. I don't really have to use it because I seldom use it as well. Mainly I use Flame Dash as my escape or my mobility skill. So it's just an additional skill if you want. Other than that, this build is fairly okay. It's only 3 plus absorb, and we are getting a very strong build for the price. And if you don't intend to buy a 6 link Tremor, you can just buy a 5 link, which is like 30C, 40C. So it's a very cheap build and powerful. Hope you guys enjoy this build, alright?